the day. So diplomatically, Nick, where are we on that revised plan from Iran that you and I were talking about, 24 hours ago or so?
Yeah, and it's still in the ether somewhere, and it's not quite clear if it's going to land today or land tomorrow or when it may land. And I think if you listen to the public rhetoric that's coming from Iran at the moment, both sides are talking about a blockade, both sides are talking about leveling pain on the other. Both sides seem to think that the pain they can level will endure the most. The president of Iran has said a blockade's not going to work. The Speaker of the House of Parliament, the main negotiator, has said that just look, you know, blocking the exit to the Strait of Hormuz for us, stopping our oil getting out, isn't blowing up our oil wells. We can do this for a long time. And by the way, while it hasn't blown up our oil wells, the price of oil is going up $120, I think was a quote in his tweet on X. And we've also heard pushback on the military front. If the US were to consider, and this seemed to be floated at one point, a sort of short range of strikes on Iran, the commander of the IRGC, Aero Force, said, look, if the United States just gives us limited strikes, we'll go for maximum sustained strikes. And I think what the Iranians were talking about a week and a half ago was exactly the Gulf states they would target. And that does fall in line with this statement that purports to be from the Supreme Leader, Mossadegh Khamenei. It's not clear if it is, but in that he says they'll be sending American ships to the bottom of the Persian Gulf. In that he says it's now obvious to the Gulf states that having US bases doesn't make you safe, and has gone back. And this is sort of where I start to wonder if this is turning into a real stalemate here. He said there will be a new plan, a new management of the Strait of Hormuz that will be of economic benefit to the people of Iran. And that's an absolute no-go, not just with the White House, but I think all around the world. So it's not clear when that offer is going to come, or if this is just all public rhetoric for internal consumption. It sounds pretty joined up and sounds pretty hardened.